So for the past 10 days, I have been on vacation in Michigan, and I've just been, thinking about how the year went. What am I going to do next year? How am I going to treat it? How can it be better? How can I do something different, or continue doing the right things or the good things that I thought I did? And with Instagram and social media, unfortunately, I think I fell into this stay consistent, but the content wasn't that great. I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I didn't take it seriously. I thought that if I just stayed consistent, that I would grow, that people would reach out to me, brands, businesses, individuals, anybody looking for work or looking for somebody like me. Like I just thought that was going to happen, and hope is not a strategy. I've heard that, for the past couple of years from a mentor and a friend of mine. And unfortunately, I just got stuck in that mindset, maybe because I was just too busy trying to do other things, and I was just like, it was always an afterthought. But I think I'm going to start taking my Instagram seriously, and not in the way of just like, there's this guru fatigue that I'm kind of running into, where all the social media gurus and all the videographer gurus and all the video marketing course sellers and gurus, they're telling you how to do your social media, how to process this, how to process that, blah, blah, blah. And I am just kind of exhausted from it. And I've done some of that stuff here and there. I've kind of implemented bits and pieces of it. I've tried to think differently, like, oh yeah, they are right about this. I am just sick of it. I'm really just sick of it. And I think I was trying to create content, unfortunately, for like virality, but what would I do with virality if one of my reels did? Like, you can get stuck in that virality and you're like, okay, now I got to create content like this because that's what people are expecting. Oops, didn't put it in part. So I don't want to get stuck in that for social media, and it's going to be hard for YouTube actually, but I want to apply it to YouTube. For social media, at least, because it's a lot shorter, still takes a lot of time, I am just going to create passion projects. I'm going to create things that I am proud of, I'm excited to make. I'm going to take my time on it. I'm going to be intentional and serious about it. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing. That's kind of my focus on my social media, and I'm kind of excited about it. And out of that spawned this video that I really wanted to make. I just felt like I was compelled to make it, and I got a script. It's actually the script is kind of it's another audio that I heard, and so I'm treating that as kind of the script. I did some pre-production, like the most pre-production I've ever done in my entire video career. So, which, I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, I spent hours on just pre-production, and I feel so prepared to film this. I'm like, wow, this is coming together much easier. And I feel like I have enough footage because I've planned for all of this stuff, that I'm not going to be stuck, trying to just cheaping out my video because I didn't get enough footage, or just rushing all the footage, and at the end of it, editing, I'm like, okay, well, that's all I've got, and this is how it's going to go. So bye, post it, full send. I did a lot of script and ideation and pre-production and writing down certain shots and a shot list, and then I did a storyboard, which I've only done that once, but I never finished that storyboard. So legitimately, this is the first storyboard that I ever finished. So I got a shot list, I got different ideas of what I was looking for, and then I went into the storyboard, and I just started drawing. At first chronologically, but then it started to just go into, because I was running out of like ideas and creativity on where I wanted certain shots. And then the script, I was like, man, what should I put here? What should I film for this particular audio segment? Man, it was so nice. Now the drawings are pretty basic. My daughter thinks they're great, but they're just kind of doodles. but it like storyboarding just helped me so much. Like, hey, I want to get this shot, this shot for this part of the script. Maybe I should add this shot and get a couple of different things here and explaining it. And do I need to be do I want this to be nighttime, or is this okay for the daytime? Should I wait for golden hour or evening hour? In Michigan, it's been cloudy, and it's dark regardless, so I didn't think it mattered. And drawing this and then filming it and like getting my ideas out on paper, and then turning on the camera, then setting it up, then going to the locations. I'm at the second location here, and so I'm gonna go on here. This is location number 2, and I'm gonna film this, get a couple of clips, things that I know I'm exactly looking for, and then I might throw some creativity in there and say, like, oh yeah, I want to get this, I want to experiment with that, and just have a little bit more footage for the videos so that I have options and I don't have to skimp out and cheat my creativity, cheat my videos, cheat my craft, because I didn't take pre-production seriously. I didn't take production seriously, haven't come out as good as I would like them, because they're downstream from poor pre-production, which leads to poor production, which at the end of it is the bottom of the barrel post-production. Whatever I have, whatever I can make work, that's what it is. And it's stuff that I just haven't been super excited about, but I still posted it, which, yes, there is some truth about posting is better than perfection, but I know that I can be consistent, and I know that I can post like that, but I want to take my craft seriously to show exactly what I'm working on, exactly my style, exactly the way I think about things and look at things and my perspective. My content is just not authentic. It just isn't. And it's, I was just, thinking about the previous year, it's just like, I'm kind of frustrated about it. I don't like it, right? I don't like it. So why not create a brand that I actually like? Why not create content that I actually like, that I'm super proud about, stuff that I want to make, little passion projects, and 1 minute just documentaries or whatever it is. Like, I want to make stuff that I am proud about. So yesterday I filmed quite a bit for a couple of hours, had to use other people and some family members to help me out, which was a little weird for me because I've never done that. And I do feel a little weird filming in front of my wife or in front of my kids or around them, or trying to find a space so that I can be alone. But you know what? This video, I just really want to make. This video, I've had this audio in my head for about 15 years. I heard this audio like 15 years ago. And ever since then, it's just been in the back of my mind. It's not that I wanted to make a video because I wasn't in the video space. I wasn't making videos 15 years ago, but I just had this audio in my head, and now I'm in a place where I can create something based off of that audio. And I just, out of these thoughts about my social media and my creativity, focus on my craft, create something that I'm proud about, and I'm going to start with this audio. And it was impactful back then. I think it's impactful and relatable now. And that's another thing about authenticity with myself, that I know somebody out there thinks the same way, feels the same way about this audio, or relates to the audio. And for 15 years, I had this audio in the back of my head. Let's make something with it. So, about to hop out of the car, film this stuff. It's like 32 degrees. It was sleet and snow yesterday. It was cold. I had to wrap my camera in a plastic bag, just so it doesn't get soaking wet. And then at the end of it, we need to go handheld, because it was stationary. We need to go handheld, so the plastic bag came off. So, whatever. Still working just fine, though. That thing is a beast, and it's been going through all sorts of elements. Cool. Just some word vomit for this. Just some thoughts about my social media. If you guys like that, great. Let me know down in the comments. Give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. YouTube is something that I do want to focus on as well, but I'm not there yet. As much as I want to say, like, hey, I'm going to take my YouTube seriously and every week, I can't promise that right now, because I'm taking my social media seriously, and that craft and those skill sets that I'm going to focus on for 1-minute videos, I hope to focus on the longer YouTube videos and the longer forms. So at some point this year, my content on YouTube is going to be more consistent and it's going to change. But for social media, would definitely appreciate you guys following me. Instagram is I am Angelo Diaz. I'm Angelo Diaz. And that's the same on everything else, I think. On Twitter, TikTok. Yeah, I think it's the same everywhere else. But I've gotten the most business from Instagram, so I'm going to be focusing on that one and just posting content that I really like. All right, guys, I'm out of here.